Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Today we're having sushi. This is a highly requested video. So today I have 4 different rolls. This one right here is a red devil roll. It has shrimp tempura inside with the crab, like shredded crab on top. What else is inside? I think that's it that's inside. And then it has these like crunchy bits with the spicy sauce. There's spicy mayo and eel sauce. And then this one right here, what is this one? Ooh, this one is their lobster roll. I have never had this before. So it has lobster tempura inside with asparagus and cucumber, I believe. And then it has the red, like, I forget what it's called. It's like the little salmon eggs or like fish eggs and eel sauce. This is the ultimate roll. It has tuna inside. I think it's spicy tuna with cucumber. It has like little crunchy bits inside, and then it has slivers of jalapeno and sriracha on top. And then this one is an Ichi Roll. It has shrimp inside with cucumber and crab salad, and then on top it has shrimp and sweet chili sauce with peanuts. So there we go. We have some, I don't know if you can see it, wasabi here. We have some ginger, and I have my soy sauce off to the side. To drink, I stopped by Starbucks. I got my go-to drink. It's a venti Starbucks double shot, and I get sweet cream instead of 2%. It's really good. And then I also got an ice water from them too. But I'm so excited. This one is like my favorite roll lately. And the sun decides to come out. It was literally just pouring down rain. Okay, let's see. Can we get a close-up? Can it focus? Oh, wasabi. So good. Let me know how your guys' weekend went. Actually, no, wait a minute. I'm confused. Hold on. No, I filmed yesterday. I just haven't edited the video yet. So you guys will see this later in the week. That's really good. We went out for sushi for the first time in a really long time. Last time I had sushi, I had it delivered. And we haven't been out to sushi since the pandemic. Like literally out. So, but anyways, I tried this roll for the first time. So good. So all of these rolls, except for the lobster roll, I have had before. This one is the ultimate roll. This one's spicy. And then you get like the freshness from the jalapeno. I wish you guys could see it better. Yeah, this is like my new favorite roll. Alright, this one is the Ichi Roll. It's a little sweet. It's got the sweet chili sauce on it. Forgot the wasabi. Yeah, let me know how your guys' week is going. What have you guys done? Anything new and exciting? Need more wasabi. Sorry guys, I'm really hungry. It's past 1 o'clock and I haven't eaten yet. And I had an early dinner last night. I never know. I don't think it's focusing. I think I need to like change the focus setting. So I wanted to talk a little bit about man, these containers make it hard to dip in the soy sauce. I wanted to talk a little bit about budgeting because I got a comment. So there's lots of different videos on YouTube. I feel like everybody budgets differently. But before I started like really budgeting on my own, before I found the Dave Ramsey method, I would basically I would just write down all of my bills every single month, how much they were, when they were due. Because I had an issue with forgetting when payments were due, their due dates, and then I would end up having to pay a late fee, and I just got tired of doing that. So that's what I would do. And then each time we got paid, either Jose and I started this back when I was still working. I would pay all the bills that needed to be paid. Sometimes I'd pay bills early until the next time we would get paid. So anything that needed to be paid before the next pay date, I would pay. And then sometimes I'd pay early. All my like cream went to the bottom. So that's what I would do. So I would never be late on a payment. But since I found Dave Ramsey, I kind of gave myself a budget because I wanted to pay off debt. So what I do now is Jose gets paid weekly. And I pretty much do the same thing, only it's categorized by week. So for the first week that he gets paid, I will write down all the bills that need to be paid for that first week. And then anything And that includes like groceries and gas money, and then like necessities. So like if I need to buy hair and like hair stuff, or you know, stuff for the kids, anything that's a necessity, I'll take that out, or I'll include that as like a bill or an expense, you know. So I have my bills, I have my expenses, and then anything that's left over, I decide how much of that I want to save and how much of that I want to go to pay off debt. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I do, and it's different each week. And then, so like I also have a plan on, so I sat and figured out, you know, how much the max we can afford to put down on our debt. And it ended up being quite a lot, as long as, you know, I could stick to the budget. I'm having a hard time dipping in this tiny container. It's like so narrow. So when I first started, like really seriously budgeting, I would use cash. I still use cash, but because of the pandemic, a lot of places don't like handling cash now. But I would also use the envelope method. I still have my envelopes. Actually, my purse that I have, it's a purse that has like a little binder so you can put the envelopes in it. And then each envelope represents a different category. So the only cash that I would take out is for gas, and then for excuse me, and then for groceries. And then there's also these things called sinking funds, and it's a lot. So I did a lot of research. I watched a lot of videos. I am subscribed to a lot of people who make cash envelope stuffing videos, and those are just very intriguing to me. And everybody is different. Everybody, you know, not everybody can save the same amount each month or each week or every 2 weeks, however often they get paid. But I did notice that some of the people who were making videos, they were unemployed, and they were getting the extra $600 a week in unemployment benefits, so they were able to save up a lot of money or pay down a lot of debt. And those types of videos just kind of motivate me as well. So yeah, I just sat down and figured out how much extra we can afford to put down on our debt, and that's including, so I would make the minimum payment, and then I would focus on one debt at a time. So right now we are focusing on, I have one more credit card that I need to pay off, but it'll be paid off this month. So I figured out how much money I can save per week, which ends up being a certain amount of money to save per month, and that's how much I will be, you know, minimum that I would be able to put down as an extra payment on debt. So once I have this credit card paid off for this month, I will be completely paid off. That money that I'm using, that I was using to pay off the credit card, and I was able to pay off Jose's motorcycle doing this method. And so that money, once that credit card's paid off, will now go to the cars that we owe. So I'll focus on one thing at a time. It's called the debt snowball. It's a Dave Ramsey method. You can look it up. Not my idea. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing, and it's been working. There are some weeks when I might spend a little more, so I won't save as much, but I'm still on track to hopefully have everything paid off by the end of next year. That is my goal. Now, with that being said, you also want to have like an emergency fund. So that's what we're doing. We have an emergency fund. So yeah. And that's like for emergencies. So I just had to pay a medical bill for an emergency room visit that I had a few months back, and that's where that money came from. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm okay, nothing major happened, but it was just an extra expense that I didn't plan for. But instead of having to take that money from our monthly budget, I was able to just take it from the emergency run. I was able to just take it from the emergency fund and then replace it, you know, within so many weeks. So one thing I learned is that if you have to use from your emergency fund, before you pay off any more debt, make sure that emergency fund is refunded before you pay off any more debt. You know? But yeah. Okay, this one is the lobster roll. The first piece kind of like fell apart. So we're gonna try this piece. So this has the lobster tempura with avocado and asparagus, and then it has the, I think it's tobiko and eel sauce on top. Get a little wasabi. That's good. This is the lobster tempura that was inside the first piece. It's a pretty big chunk of lobster. Somebody keeps text messaging me. So yeah, I'm also doing this, it's a 52-week challenge. So it's the 100 envelope challenge. So it's a 50-week challenge actually. So I have 100 envelopes, and on each envelope I write the numbers 1 through 100, and then each week I draw 2 envelopes. And then whatever number is on the envelope is how much money I put inside the envelope. And so after 50 weeks, which is about a year, a little bit less than a year, when you're all done with it, when all the envelopes are filled, you'll have $5,050. So that's like another little like savings thing that I've been doing, instead of just setting aside so much money per week. I'm also doing the 100 envelope challenge, and I'm also doing the cash stuffing envelopes, which is like another little savings. But yeah, one thing I recommend though is that do not put yourself in a situation where you will spend extra money. That's not planned for. So one thing I can say is that ever since I started hardcore budgeting, I know where every single last dollar that Jose brings home has gone to. Because you know when, you know, you get your W2, your W4, W2s or W4s? I always get those confused. when you get those back at the end of the year and you're like, okay, I made this much money. What do I have to show for it? Where is it all? You know? You don't know, because sometimes you're just mindlessly spending money. So don't put yourself in a situation where you will spend money. And you'll notice once you start budgeting. When I very first sat down and looked at how much Jose and I spent on food, that's including groceries and eating out. Oh my gosh, a lot of money. Like, a lot of money. Yeah, it was crazy. Or how much money I would spend at Target. I will say Target, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Ross, Burlington. Those are all like my weaknesses. So I don't go there because I know that when I'm there, if I see something I like and maybe it's not in my budget to spend there, I know that I will find a way to be able to make, like, I will pull money from other places, whether it be savings or whatever, just so I could get what I want. So I don't put myself in that situation anymore. And I don't go to those places. And let me tell you, it's so hard. It's so hard. I would go to TJ Maxx like every week, every other week. And I would just come home with stuff that I didn't even need, you know? So, and the same goes for online shopping. People that love to shop on Amazon, I'm one of those. Don't do it unless you put it in your budget. And when you put it in your budget, don't go over that limit, you know? And if it means being cheap, then be cheap. Or save up for it, you know? So, I don't know, it just kind of opens your eyes as to how you spend your money and where your money is going, you know? If you guys have anything you want to add to that, feel free to leave it in the comments below. There's tons of videos on YouTube if you want to get into budgeting. But like I said, everybody does it differently. And you just have to find what works for you, you know? That's a loud car. That's a big piece of ginger. You guys, I hope you guys are enjoying a meal with me. Look at this. Put some wasabi on that, baby. I think that's my new favorite roll. It's called the Red Devil Roll. So if you guys are in Portland, Happy Valley, the place I go to is right next to the Trader Joe's. It's called Sushi Myoga, or Myoga. I don't know how you pronounce it. Here's another end of the shrimp, tail of the shrimp. Mmm. So good. It's just so fresh. This lobster one is okay. Nothing really special about it. I wish, look at that. I can't get in it. So I gotta like break the roll. Mmm. I'm gonna save those for Jose. He'll like that. Those of you that like sushi, let me know what your favorite sushi roll is. You know what kind of sushi I want to try? I want to try Mexican sushi. Big Guy Appetite. If you guys don't follow him, go follow him. He's amazing. He's hilarious. I love his videos. He is from Arizona and he gets this Mexican sushi and it looks so good. It looks so good, and I don't think there's any place here in Portland that makes sushi like that. Also, Starbucks double shot with vanilla sweet cream. Go try it. It's really good. Very simple. I think this was only $5.25. I don't get Starbucks very often. I used to. I was spending way too much money. But, yeah. So I'm not sure if that's like normal for a venti. But it's really good. Alright you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. All you gotta do is hit that red subscribe button down at the bottom there. To become an A-lister, make sure your notifications are set to all. Click that notification bell. Make sure they're set to all so you know the second that I upload a new video. Leave me a comment down below, rate this video, share it with your friends, and I will see you guys in a new video soon. Bye!